Et salut monsieur, tous on est parti pour une nouvelle vidéo sur Genshin Impact en mode histoire. On est parti donc pour l'histoire de TIGHNARI, VULPES, ZERDA, donc let's go. Allez. On va voir un peu ce que ça va nous donner.
Traveler, you...
Wait, this sounds like another
It is as you say. The commission this time around is of high...
Huh? What?
Not long ago, we received word that a section of the Avidia forest seems to have become...
Contaminated?
I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that strange things are happening to people who cross through that. The Avidia forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation. Even if all you can do is stop the contamination from spreading,
This is forest business.
Ok, on va voir TIGHNARI donc.
This is where you've been, TIGHNARI? That's...
Shh! Keep your voice down.
TIGHNARI, am I going to die? And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her, TIGHNARI. I heard that people turn into birds after they die.
What happened? TIGHNARI...
Okay, enough. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really? Then... can...
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go in a...
Oh...
Hey, let me ask you something.
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started...
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, Traveler,
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is...
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his...
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher...
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidia forest's climate, so I don't have... I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale. Have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right.
Contaminated region. Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidia forest, so...
We feel this...
All right, let's contact the caravans first and purchase some... There's no time to waste.
Let's go.
Excuse me, I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first...
It's a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently. They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pull. All the merchants talked it over and...
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of... Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the...
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. We asked around, and apparently the forest... We can't keep waiting out.
So, the bandit hid in the How many people were there in total? Were they not a...
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many,
No people?
even if I tell you, you might not believe me.
What the heck? The video?
To be honest, it came out of nowhere. We were all shocked.
I see.
Oh, but of course, not only that, but you'll become...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful.
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right, we'll go.
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans. It turns out that many others have also been... However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. It doesn't even bat an eye. A caravan carrying a large amount of... Whatever the case, that thing is a skirt.
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to deal with. 10 of us might not even... Didn't the academia ban... Our salaries even got...
Qu'est-ce qu'il veut?
I heard from the caravan. We don't normally see it. It only shows up when the caravan.
You haven't tried
We have, but it's too agile. And however, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest. So instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them once its stash grows large.
How are things?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things, or the mora you made. That would be the most efficient, but it only goes after mechanical components.
Right. It's real.
So, you all found a way to retrieve our...
Do you have any more mechanical parts?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken. Oh, are you...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and if we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observation. Well,
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will...
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the...
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow...
I'll have to decline that up. Once it appears, capture it.
Don't worry.
J'aurais un truc sur ma radar.
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter, the goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Ah, vache.
Then let's get to it.
Okay. We'll start from here and have the Sumpter Beast with the... This Sumpter Beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
The Sumpter Beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Why did it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The carrot...
All right, it's moving again. Did you hear? Ah! Is that the mechanical crab?
It looks strong. Be careful.
Ring cutter.
Grow. Yep, this way.
Lightning Jericho. Hey there.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan-robbing crab! Hey, playing dumb won't save you.
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? How about you help us with... If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
It reacted.
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple...
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter. If we charge straight in, well... I've been studying this
Paimon gets it now.
It doesn't have to. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us.
It seems to be...
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you... I'm not sure. But our priorities are to retrieve... We should return.
Une zone contaminée au réservoir. Besoin de mon arc.
These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them. Thank you all so very much. Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. No, that won't do. Here, I'll...
No need.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't...
But those parts are very useful to me. I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder. The forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem.
Noted.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can...
Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh.
But once I'm done, you can deliver them. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think... I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler,
like he's doing a lot better. That's wonderful. Oh yeah. He asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier. And he told her Suna didn't get mad. So he wanted to thank you.
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear that I asked you?
Of course I did.
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to... I'm leaving everything to you.
Huh? But I can't even...
Many things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize that they weren't as... Deal with problems as you yourself see fit.
That's right. All right. But Master, Traveler, Paimon...
I'm sure we'll be fine. You put too much... Let's return and find...
Allez, on retourne au crabe. On va voir un peu ce qu'il va faire. On y est.
We're here. This should be... Huh? Where did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps weren't triggered, so it should... You honored our agreement and waited here until... As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper. I want to see what happened there. What?
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. It's like... really...
Do you feel unwell at all? Good. It's as I predicted. Elemental power confers...
How do you know that?
Well, I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal? This flower species is formerly known as the Sumeru rose, but it is also known... They're sensitive to ley lines. From the looks of things...
You're saying the
I can't confirm. Let's take another look around.
You know, we haven't seen any animals this entire... The birds used to chirp really loudly, and there were a lot of...
The contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy, which some animals have keen awareness.
Leaky ley line.
Like how plants have climate, temperature, this equilibrium. If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However,
Then why are we...
I'm not sure why. Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. That's about it for the investigation. Environment. Nope. Setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
What's this?
A purification device I made. It can absorb excess ley line energy and
What a neat thing!
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. Unfortunately, once this contamination is present, it isn't something that... The purification device, if we want to permanently eradicate... That's right.
Huh? The mechanical crab is acting...
Something's approaching. So that's it. Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, get rid of them quickly. Don't let...
Feeling lucky? This one's got your name on it! Whew. That's all of them. Hey! Where are you? Let's hurry and keep up! The mechanical crab went that way! Let's keep up!
Help! Help!
This one's got your name on it. Umbrella warfare, I guess. This one's got your name on it. Hey there!
Jazer, qu'est-ce que
Spare me.
Hey, are you okay?
These injuries are superficial.
Don't worry, we took care of him.
Oh, good. It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
How do we explain this? It heard you shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
It's faking it. It has to be. Maybe it's gonna partner. Do you know what's inside the forest? I just came here to pick herbs, but I accidentally went into the... I got... Be careful. These mechanical life forms... no wonder the academia wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life forms.
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village. When he gets to the village, someone will bring him to Kale for help. So, you think you did a good job?
It's so hard to...
All right. Regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time. That's why I'll give you another mechanical... Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's mind when he made you? And also, how do you feel about that person saying that...
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding, only to help others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. It's getting late. Let's... Hey! Over here! Come on, you big lummox. Raise your head and look up.
Jeune empoté, t'es sérieux, le truc? Oh mais oh, comment il me parle, cette TIGHNARI.
Let's set up camp here.
All right.
Oh. Any...
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious...
You're not wrong. But the primary reason for choosing this place is because it's higher elevation. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand.
Leave it to Paimon.
I'm not expecting that much. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire, and their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of...
Traveler, TIGHNARI. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. They were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started...
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than they were. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest. Oh, you found some already.
Paimon understands it this time!
Sorry, no part. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward, then it might. I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative reward at a later time.
It looks really...
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird... I'm off to prepare dinner.
We need lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't complete it. Settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so, poisonous insects don't come Have a good night.
It's been a while since we camped outside, but this is like when we just started adventure.
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I used 2 of my homemade incense. Don't worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and aren't harmful to the body. Speaking of which, have you seen... It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went, so you can tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to... A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of... Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. Topics related to mechanical... They proposed an intriguing idea. However, in their pursuit to the irony is that the I am interested in the topic. It's just my ancestors and the Veluca Shuna of the desert coexisted together and support... So to me, all life is important. Life is not an expendable... Once you start placing your... Really? What? Coffee? Did you prepare this for us? All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help, you're not planning on using it? Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on... All right. Suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the... Really? You're not... Don't worry.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. A quick question. Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source.
Is there something we can...
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the... Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire.
All right. All right. It's about time to head out. The effects of the ley lines will also try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach... As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Watch out! No, my sword! This one's got your name on it! Hiya! Nah! Watch out! one's got your name on it! Ah! Chat, watch out! Ha! Ah! 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 Chat! Ha ha! Feeling lucky? Hey there! Ah. Cha. Hiya! Ha. Ha. Watch out! Ha ha! It stopped here!
Upon closer inspection, the ley line energies are also stronger here. Ready yourselves?
Let's go.
There are still so many places for us to explore. There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. They made this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
Ah, ha ha! Hiya! Grow, grow, grow! Coming at ya! Ha! Ha ha! Hiya! Ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Keep up!
What is this?
Ley line energy is spilling out from here. This device. It's... Who in the world would do this without considering the consequence?
That's terrible! We have to stop it! Oh, let Paimon see. Oh...
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy, which may cause irreversible... Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
But you're also vulnerable. We're staying. We can't leave you.
Then let's look for it together. If there's no control unit here, then...
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us! What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your...
Someone's here. Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off the... Why aren't you saying anything?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. Almost forgot about you.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find the file room will definitely give us some clues, so... Keep up.
Wow! It's huge in here!
This place is very secluded.
Did you two find any
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long.
tape?
Yes. The Spontamod created a device. However, these...
Come on, let's watch.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. Okay.
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Karkata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought... Listen up, Karkata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruin. When you can understand our language, it's fine. You will understand.
Karkata is the mechanic, and that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove...
I remember now.
Junior researcher?
Yeah?
Nothing.
He is.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people, that isn't an... The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Ok, donc on glissera après.
Look! A date is...
That's quite the time gap.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters? All right, then. Water entered the Keela and caused it to short-circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be... Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare. I'm glad. Karkata, did you know? Yet aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
After Abatui left the Academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person.
Let's keep looking. Following the serial numbers, the next record... The writing is sloppy. Perhaps there's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. It doesn't seem like Abatui...
Maybe Karkata helped him with sort...
It's hard to say. These are the last two.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a live. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I've officially activated the third-generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on Karkata. I wish you could speak to me. Yes, you cannot understand. It is what it is. This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Strange. Oh no, I have to shut down... Shut it off! If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll... Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor. In the end, it's just like the academia said. I'm sorry, Kakata.
Il est mort avant. D'accord.
I see. So, the ley line effluent, after Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts. Because Karkata is different to Abatui. For a machine to truly be considered a mechanical life form, it must possess perhaps only by building such a machine. But Karkata can't speak, and yet it
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and more of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze. Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down?
Let's nip that in the bud.
A proper send-off from Mistina with love. Hey there! This one's got your name on it. This made her look.
Our bond is strong.
This one's got your name on it. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Watch out!
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor... Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should... Oh, but I bet...
Karkata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Karkata is... However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts. It's true that Karkata isn't able to think.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts.
Yes. Who knows how this thought... If it really is...
Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? TIGHNARI says...
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time. Nor has it replaced it. It's truly a miracle. I'm gonna go confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Let them...
Oh, petit robot. Un petit côté Wally un peu, non?
The ley line extractor has... Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. Moving on. Those affected by the ley line... According to the Academia's policies, research materials related to mechanical life forms will all be destroyed. And
what the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care... Although we've stopped the source of the effluent... Listen. The Traveler hasn't rested very well. Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with... Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and, Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical life form...
All right. Then...
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand?
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after...
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I want to write my essay.
Yes, you came to me.
Did one of them just mention Tatarasuna? But that's not the way I mean. Is it just Paimon or is it kinda unusual for someone? Great, let's go find out.
Ah, c'est pas la bonne mission, quoi. Mais ça me lance encore plusieurs missions en même temps, c'est chiant.
Anyway,
I see. Once the excess ley line... This is the stipulation...
is Karkata... It's already damaged, but... Oh! Then how? Paimon really wants to go right now, but TIGHNARI said that we would discuss matters. Alright then, we'll find... How are you feeling? Sleep well? We should go find...
On va voir ce qu'il a fait, le petit Tinaï.
The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Familiaceae, has a strong... Extrapolating from these two data sets, it would be particularly potent against Piscene's...
Karkata?
I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't a...
You didn't disassemble...
Why would I...
But Paimon thought you said...
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. What I meant was, according to the academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why... Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Carcotta. During my time we then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned. I'm not with the academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of... All life brought forth in this world has meaning, and Carcotta is no exception. If it...
Wait, you just said life form. You recognize Carcotta?
The possibility exists is all. It's hard to explain. Abatui only left behind maybe a conflict. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Carcotta is a real life. By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place. But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think?
Et voilà. Mission de TIGHNARI terminée. J'espère que ça vous a plu. Et je vous dis même à la prochaine, ça fait rire. Ciao les gars.
Surtout partagez, likez et oubliez.